This is the entire series of Cop Dog. Please watch the entire series if you want to see every episode. Thank you. This is the first episode where Cop Dog is undercover to crack a crime ring that steals Hatfield and McCoy cars. He eventually apprehends the suspects and takes them into custody, cracking the crime ring, and he is also commended on his efforts. This next episode is where Eddie and Lily Monster are stealing dog food. They're scooping it out of the dog food bowl and hiding it and eating it. Cop Dog is at the Monster Gang lair on the case of the missing dog food. In this story, the main characters are Eddie Monster, Lily Monster, Herman Monster, and Maxine as Cop Dog. Cop Dog is working deep undercover to find the missing dog food. Eddie Monster doesn't realize that Cop Dog is deep undercover. He thinks that Cop Dog is Mama Cat. Dog food has come up missing on several occasions. Cop Dog is on the case trying to solve it. He notices Eddie Monster is in the dog food bowl eating the dog food. Then he spies Lily Monster's tail under the dog food bowl hiding, and Lily Monster is behind it, taking food out as quick as she can. So what will Cop Dog do? Will he go to the authorities, or will he remain undercover and stay with the Monster Gang? We will see. Cop Dog has decided to stay with the Monster Gang and remain undercover to catch bigger fish in the sea. This episode is based on Trolley chewing up everything. He chewed up the dog bed, the blankets, the back deck, anything he can get a hold of. This story talks about how he chewed up a blanket and figurines. Cop Dog and the case of the chewed up blanket and chewed up figurines. Cop Dog can't figure out who the culprit is, but he has a good idea because this dumb offender is chasing back and forth across the yard trying to figure out how to get out. He's running back and forth in front of Cop Dog. He has no idea how to get out. Cop Dog didn't even know it was him that chewed up the toys. But now that he knows, he's on the case and the culprit will be picked up. This is a true story. Herman Monster the cat gets excited. He doesn't like it when the dogs are loud, so he'll go and smack at him or swat him. I have to go and stop him. This time he swatted at Trixie, and I did put a stop to it. In this episode of Cop Dog, it's Maxine as Cop Dog, Trixie who just wants to play, and as you can see, Herman Monster who already has assaultive tendencies. He'll even assault himself in the mirror or in the window. And Trixie, she's just wanting to play. She'll run back and forth across the house playing. That's all she wants to do. Playing and playing and playing. Well, that aggravates Herman Monster. So Herman Monster does not like it when Trixie's playing. If he's sleeping, if he's laying around, if he's lounging, it disturbs him. He's going to put a stop to that as quickly as possible.
One time they are too excited. They can't wait. There's nothing to calm them down. But wait, they are bothering the cat. The cat can't take it anymore. He intervenes and puts a stop to it.
Luckily, Cop Dog Maxine witnesses the whole event. She is going to put Herman Monster under arrest. This is also based on a true story. Lily sticks her paw way under the bathroom door and she'll pull out socks, underwear, shorts, anything she can grab. This is what happens. This episode of Cop Dog is the case of the stolen socks. There are several characters in this episode. We have Lily Monster, we have Eddie Monster, and we have Maxine as Cop Dog. In the last episode, Maxine blew her cover when she arrested Herman Monster for aggravated assault. So Eddie is in hiding. While Eddie is hiding, Lily Monster seems to be stealing socks from underneath the bathroom door. She's stealing as many socks as she can in as quick of a time as possible. She doesn't want to get caught. She hides them, she carries them around, and she has them on the couch. She's walking around with a sock in her mouth on the couch. She's hid so many, she has nowhere else to hide them. She's in fear of getting caught. Herman Monster just got released from jail on probation for the aggravated assault charge. He caught Lily stealing the socks, and he scolded her for that. Herman Monster doesn't want to go back to jail. He doesn't want any problems, so he is chasing Lily and scolding her for stealing the socks. Cop dog Maxine witnesses the whole incident and calls her brother Max in for assistance in the takedown. Herman Monster has violated his probation with being around Lily, and he'll be going back to jail. Lily Monster has been arrested for the theft of socks. This episode is also based on a true story. Boo Boo loves to TP the backyard, and Dixie loves to eat the toilet paper. So Boo Boo TPs the backyard, and Dixie eats the toilet paper immediately afterwards. Cop Dog's ears have perked up. He hears something. He's wondering who has been stringing toilet paper around the backyard. He is going to find out. Cop Dog didn't see anything, so he went to lay down. The time he should have been out there searching and looking. Cop Dog is asleep on the case. He doesn't know what's going on. All the while, Boo Boo is out there stringing toilet paper all over the yard. Cop Dog is sleeping and relaxing, not knowing anything is going on. Will Cop Dog wake up? Will Cop Dog find out who strung the toilet paper across the backyard? Or will he keep on sleeping? Stay tuned for the next episode of Cop Dog and you'll find out. The last episode of Cop Dog, he fell asleep on the job. This is what happened. He was leading a dog's life. He slept and he slept and he slept and he continued to sleep and relax. All the while, Boo Boo was TPing the backyard. When he woke up, Boo Boo had TP'd the whole backyard. Cop Dog fell asleep on the job. He felt embarrassed. He wasn't going to let the culprit get away this time. He's back on the job. Cop Dog went outside and noticed Dixie eating up the toilet paper. She was trying to cover up the crime that Boo Boo had committed. Cop Dog continued to look into this. Cop Dog surmised that both of them were guilty. Dixie was guilty of covering up the crime, and Boo Boo was guilty for toilet papering the backyard. Both of them had to be taken into custody. Cop Dog did his job, and now he is no longer embarrassed. This is based on a true story. Buddy pulled so hard on his leash, one time he let up, and my hand swung back and hit me in the face, bruising my eye. Cop Dog is heading to the scene of another investigation. This is what happened.
No, sweetie, calm down. Good boy, you're doing great. Let's go now, both of you.
Even though the lady kept trying to get the dog to calm down, the dog wouldn't calm down. It was hard to keep him from pulling on the leash. Let's replay this. She's trying to get him to calm down. She pulls on the leash and then he lets up and her hand swings back, giving her a black eye. Cop Dog's brother was in the car witnessing the whole thing. The lady went to see the police and explain what had happened. Cop Dog arrives and starts investigating and interviewing the lady and the dogs to find out what's going on. Cop Dog also interviews his brother since his brother was a witness. After thorough investigation, it was determined that this was just an awful accident. Buddy told Cop Dog that he was so excited seeing another dog in another car, he couldn't control himself. He went on to say that he finally felt bad and let up on the leash. He didn't mean for his owner to get a black eye. He just wanted to be a good boy, and he was very sorry. Betty's owner
Oh,
gave
hey
him
there.
a
Look
big
at you.
hug and said, "It's okay.
Such a good
Just try to
boy.
behave next time. Try to do better and don't pull on your leash." Cop Dog closed the case and everyone was free to leave. This episode of Cop Dog is based on a true story. We had a cat named Garfield that hallucinated and did odd behaviors. We changed her name in this episode for anonymity purposes. Her name is Miss Kitty Mayfield. Miss Kitty Mayfield's neighbors went to the police to explain all the different odd behaviors she was doing, and they were concerned about her.
What else have you got?
Several neighbors begged them to help. They were really worried about Miss Kitty Mayfield.
Very dangerous.
Due to their fear of her odd behavior, Cop Dog was called to the residence. Cop Dog went to the residence and began questioning Miss Kitty Mayfield. She was very happy to see him there. She stated, "Please help me. There is something strange going on. I'm seeing things. Others say they aren't seeing. I've already fell 8 times. I don't have any more lives left. Something is going on.
Where were you on
I need help." Cop Dog requests to view her security cameras. She says, "Oh, please do. I want to know who is doing this to me. I want to know what is going on." Cop Dog reviews security footage. He notices Miss Kitty, scared, went on top various tables and the entertainment center. He sees her fall 8 different times. He also observes odd behavior. For some reason, she was catching mandarin oranges in her mouth. The mandarin oranges had toppled over on the top of the counter and was falling. Miss Kitty Mayfield was catching them in her mouth. He shows Miss Mayfield the footage and tells her no one is there. He schedules Miss Mayfield to see the doctor. Before Cop Dog leaves the residence, he notices a pile of catnip on the floor. He tested it. Yep, that is catnip. Miss Kitty Mayfield jumps down and gets ready to go to the doctor. When she sees the doctor, she explains what's going on, and the doctor determines that she had had too much catnip. He advises that too much catnip can cause extreme hyperactivity, aggression, or loss of coordination, especially in a cat prone to be nervous or prone to seizures. Miss Mayfield was both. She was nervous and had hyperesthesia symptoms, which can cause hallucinations. The doctor prescribed Miss Mayfield to reduce her catnip usage. A week later, Cop Dog follows up with Miss Mayfield, who appears calm. Her neighbors say her behavior has improved. Miss Mayfield thanks Cop Dog. Cop Dog is promoted to detective due to his professionalism on the case and his keen observation. The previous episode of Cop Dog, he was promoted to detective. He is going to detective school. Let's see what happens while he's not here to help protect others.
The scent trail leads to the bookshelves.
Good job. Where are the eggs?
Later. Hold on.
Okay, ready?
I'm telling you it wasn't me.
The suspect is still at large. We are tracking him.
It appears the monster gang has the stolen chickens at their lair. Unfortunately for them, they have stolen some of Trixie's pet chickens. She loves chickens and will protect them. Trixie finds the chickens and goes to the monster lair with a super soaker in order to retrieve her chickens and to save the others. Trixie devises a plan to rescue the chickens. The first step is to get away. They run, they follow her. Then she turns around to tell them what the next step of the plan was. The next step is to follow her to safety. She has an area where they can go to where the monsters won't be able to find them. Trixie races to the police station on her bike to get help. This is what happens.
I saw the whole thing. It was definitely the cat.
You're a good girl, you're not in trouble. Here's a treat.
Trixie is headed home to be with her chickens. The other chickens are safely returned to their owners. Cop Dog is informed of what has happened. Cop Dog returns home. Please stay tuned for the next episode of Cop Dog to see if the monster gang has been captured.
Who stole the banana bread?
I'm hungry.
Thank you for showing me where the banana bread is, friend.
You're welcome. Now go get it.
cat. You ate the banana bread.
No, the cat told me to.
The cat?
It's okay, you're not in trouble.
On the previous episode of Cop Dog, Lily, Eddie, and Herman Monster, the Monster Gang, had stolen some chickens and were keeping them at their lair. Trixie had rescued the chickens and had gotten them to a safe place. While at the safe place, she went to the police station to report what had happened.
I saw the whole thing. It was definitely the cat.
She let them know the chickens were safe and where they were. Cop Dog was home and he contacted his brother Max. He requested Max to meet him at the monster lair to assist with the takedown. With both of them there, the takedown was pretty easy. They got them into the car and headed to the police station. They were taken to jail to await trial.
You think they'll go easy on us?
Not with the chicken.
You are hereby sentenced to house arrest.
With the Monster Gang on house arrest, the chickens are safe. Who is Cop Dog's dumbest offenders? This video will show clips of different offenders and you can decide. The first one is Trolley. Trolley chewed up blankets and toys and ripped a lot of things around the house. But he can't figure out how to get out. He's chasing back and forth in the yard right in front of Cop Dog. He has no idea how to get out. Cop Dog didn't even know he was the one that did it. So is he the dumbest offender? We'll see. Is it Buddy? He stole a loaf of banana bread and got advice from a cat. Is that dumb or what?
Who stole the banana bread?
Is it Herman Monster who assaulted a pit bull?
After careful consideration, I sentence the defendants to probation.
Is it Eddie, the chicken thief, who got squirt with a squirt gun and is now hiding in plain sight? Is it Dixie who tried to cover up the toilet paper caper? Or is it Boo Boo who took the toilet paper out and TP'd the backyard? And finally, is it Lily Monster and Eddie Monster who stole the dog food? Or is it Lily Monster who stole the pair of shorts from right underneath the door? Behind the scenes, the making of Cop Dog. Cop Dog was found on the streets when she was about a year old and brought into the house. She was very smart to begin with. She knew how to sit and lay. We could tell she was smart because she knew immediately what the word walk meant. This is what she did.
Please, I'm begging you, take me for a walk. Please.
We found out she loved cats. She was very friendly and fond of cats. She loved them. And then one day Monster showed up on her front porch, and that's how Monster came to be. Then we decided to go for a walk, her and her siblings, Trolley and Trixie, down to a secluded area. And we found 3 kittens balled up in the middle of the road. We got Eddie on that day. He was less than a pound. Eddie began to grow and grow and grow. But before he was full grown, when he was just 1.5 pounds, we got Lily, his sister, and they became inseparable. There was Lily, Eddie, and Herman Monster, the Monster Gang. They adored each other, and they felt like Cop Dog, Maxine, was their mother. So Cop Dog was very easily introduced into the gang, and he very easily went undercover as Cop Dog. Trixie is begging Cop Dog to have mercy on Herman Monster. She wants him to remain in the home and not to be arrested again.
I'm begging of you, please don't take him. I'm begging of you, please don't take him.